Hey, No Brains, No Headache listeners. You can find every episode on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Episodes are available on YouTube. You can subscribe, like, and comment on each episode. Make sure to follow No Brains, No Headache on your favorite social media platform for up-to-date news, clips, and poorly timed jokes. Now let's get into this week's episode.
No brains, no headache. That's the way I like it. Turn my worries into jokes. Set them on fire while we light it. No brains, no headache.
No Brains, No Headache, episode 303. Coming at you large and in charge right about now. We got a real doozy lined up for you. Matt filled in my topics for me, so I will be guessing throughout the show what his keywords mean. Should make for an interesting time. But we have a great show lined up. I'm going to be your host, Jordan Weichel. Happy to be here. Damn glad to do so. We got off to a real hot start. Matt and I connected, and I couldn't figure out why I couldn't hear him. Turns out headphones not plugged in. Huge issue.
Yeah, it's
6 years in, 300 episodes. I am still a retard. My co-host, confidant, longtime friend, fellow comedian right next to me if you're watching on YouTube. Some call him Ongo. Some call him Applesauce. It's Matt Cleary. Ongo, how are we doing today?
I just farted and I'm lightheaded.
Yeah, that'll happen. It's a
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah. You know, out with the in, good with the bad, or whatever they call it.
Yep.
Yeah. So this weekend on Friday, I go to 2-for-1s. You know, I go up to the bar, order 2 more drinks, try to sneak it in before 2-for-1 ends. And I get talking with this guy because he sees me wearing a golf hat, and I just get freaking locked into this conversation for like 15 minutes. And I'm at the point where I'm like kind of drunk enough where I'm like, I don't remember this guy's name. And he was like, Matt, it was really good meeting you. And I shook his hand.
He's like
And I
a
was
super
like-
nice guy.
Yeah, I was like, what's your name again? Kevin? And he's like, Nick. And I was like, oh.
It's always the worst when you try to guess someone's name. I called a guy named Sully the other day. I called him Cameron.
Just nowhere near close.
Nowhere. I referred to him as Cameron like multiple times before somebody was like, "Who are you talking about?" I'm like, that guy over there. They're like, that is not his name.
No.
My bad.
Or when you think you see someone and then you like text them and be like, saw you today at the mall. And they're like, I didn't go to the mall. Also, who is this?
I've been living in South Africa for 7 years now. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, so that wasn't you at the mall then?"
This is his mom. Jeremy died.
Yeah.
Well, tell him I say hi if I did see him today.
It's like he's no longer with us. Oh,
Yeah.
he died? No, he got married, moved upstate Washington.
And then we were going to go to this other bar. And I'm like, I don't want to go to that bar. It's just all college kids. And they're like, Matt, I don't know if you know this, but it's June and college is not in session. And I'm like, oh, okay. We go there. There's absolutely no one in the bar. I'm like, why didn't I ever think of this?
How come I know exactly what bar you're talking about?
Yeah. And so we're watching the soccer game there. And I'm like one of those Americans that I'm like getting way too into it. Like we score and I'm like trying to start a USA chant with no one's joining in.
It's just your table of 4.
Yeah. And I fired up Pig Wheel again, actually.
Nice.
And I actually won money, but I sat on the way left side of the table and I was at the point where I was just too drunk to like ask someone to put because I have like canned chips and be like, like they don't know what I'm gonna. So I would just put chips on like what was in front of me and ended up doing I won like $300 or $400.
Just the only numbers you can reach.
I was literally betting on like 1, 2, 3, 23 or 13, 23, 12, 11, 21. Just those 9 numbers.
I've had it. I played roulette where they sold like the Michelob Ultra, the 16-ounce aluminum bottles,
Mm-hmm.
and playing roulette and definitely just tipped one over. It was embarrassing. It was like, okay, don't serve the tallest
Yeah.
serving of beer and then expect me to go play roulette and have to reach across the table. You
I
know
was
that
just
little wand they have for craps for the
yeah,
dye?
I
Why
bought
don't they
one.
should have that for the like how cool would that be if some dude was just like it was like a hibachi grill but gambling?
Honestly, you could probably just bring like a hibachi thing and be like, "Hop," and
What if you
just
brought one of those extended arms and you like put your chips and like you're trying to reach it, but you
it
keep dropping them?
just slowly putting one over, and then you're like, "Oh, I'd like to put a second one on 29," and you just
Just takes you like 4 minutes to set one chip down. The whole
yeah.
table's watching you.
Then I did pretty well on Pig Wheel. Watch USA dominate. And then I order a lift home, and I go outside, and it's like a 10-minute wait or something, and I look over and I see a Bird scooter. I'm like, okay, cancel lift, hop on the Bird scooter. Guess how long it took me to get from downtown to my house on a Bird scooter?
I don't. I feel like it's either going to be drastically low or like 45 minutes.
39 minutes.
Were you just taking all the back roads, just weaving in and out of?
I think so, but at one point, I don't know if I got hit by a car or what happened, but I just remember looking over. I'm going by St. Mary's, and I'm like, oh, it looks like they're finally like digging out that track that they had down there. And I was like, my thought was, oh, they're digging out that. Oh my god! And I'm just airborne and just off the ground.
So did you just get the speed wobbles, or did you hit a curb, or what?
I think I hit that huge bump right
Oh,
before
yeah.
you go. And yeah, just scooter up in the air, me just skipping across the pavement. That's probably why it took me 39 minutes. I probably just laid there for like 7 minutes.
I would love to see video footage of this.
Oh.
Just
God. And then I make it home, get a knock on the door in the morning. The guy's like, "You have a Bird scooter in your garage?" I was like,
the guy came to your house.
he's like, I was picking up Bird scooters. Looks like this one's in your house. And I was like, oh, that must have been someone else that lives here.
It's like, no, it's registered to Matt Cleary.
it was my account too.
Do those accounts have like a profile picture too?
It's just me drunk. Just
Can you see the route you took on it by chance?
Yeah. It's nowhere near like what I should have taken.
All right, I'm gonna need a screenshot of that. I won't share with anybody else, but I'm gonna need a screenshot.
I'll send it to you after. Yeah, it was a doozy of a night. And then I got like before I came upstairs in the morning, everyone's like, "What'd you do to the gate?" And apparently, like the gate at the top of the stairs, I must have just ran into it and it fell down the stairs.
Well, it's funny because I also took a little bit of a spill on Saturday. Gravity just wasn't playing fair. And yeah, I have a sore left leg.
Yeah, my left leg is just torched right now.
Either that happened or I just got one of those just out of this world cramps that you get sore afterwards. You ever have those?
Yep. Usually when I have a long day of not moving more than 50 feet, I'll just get a cramp and just like keel over.
Yeah. No, I went for a hike on Saturday. And I decided to get some coffee and a little brekkie on the way to the hike, which was a mistake.
Yeah, I feel like that's something you do after a hike.
Well, needless to say, as I get to the trailhead,
you got to hit the head.
Something is brewing inside of me, and I'm like, I'm powering through this. We've come this far. And then it was kind of nice. I saw a snake cross the trail. So I was just scared shitless, no pun intended. But that's all I could think about the rest of the time. So it kind of like worked out in my favor.
Yeah.
Mind over matter.
I will say the last time I did go hiking in the deserts of Arizona, I did take a shit out there.
I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but when nature calls. what
And
can
it
you do?
really wasn't even much on a hike trail. It was just kind of like a slightly slanted desert with houses right next to it. So let's just say I wouldn't go in I would say northeastern part of the Phoenix area ever again.
Yeah. So if anybody listened to my episode where I talked about my camping trip, you're gonna want to give that campground at least 18 months. At least.
That's so long.
You don't want to, I mean, I don't want to rush it.
So I was playing in a corporate golf tournament last week, and on the first hole, the beer cart lady comes up to me and goes, "Hey, would you like some gummies?" And I was like, "Are they like fruit snacks?" She's like, "No, they're like the fun gummies." And I was like, "I don't know if you've ever played in corporate golf tournaments before, but I don't want to be rip shit on fucking stoned out of my tits trying to play golf." And she's like, "No, they're booze gummies." And I was like, "Okay, quit lying to me." And I was envisioning like what you did in college when you throw a bunch of gummy bears and like soak them in vodka for like a day and they would taste like absolute donkey ass.
Yeah, it wouldn't taste good at all.
But these were like factory made booze gummies, and like 15 holes into them, she kept asking like every time, like, "You want some gummies? You want some gummies?" And towards the end of it, I was like, "Fine, I'll take some gummies." So she dumps out like 10 of these gummies and I just eat them. And she's like, "That's equivalent to having like so many milliliters of wine." And I was like, "That means literally nothing to me right now." And then I'm unloading my clubs at the end of the golf tournament. She's like, "Did you really feel anything from the gummies?" I was like, "I don't think so, but it also could have been the 11 beers I had before I had the gummies."
Fine, give me your booze gummies already.
Yeah, it's and like I had them and they immediately broke my like inner retainer on my teeth. So I was like, "Okay, I held out this long and then it just ruins my dental work."
That just sounds like a dick punch rodeo.
Yeah. And then I also bought like 2 6-packs of beer and she's like, "Oh, I got a special gift for you." And I was like, "I swear to
Let me
God, if this
guess, gummies.
No." She brings out like a buzz ball that is like purple, like lavender flavor. And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much." And literally just threw it in my golf bag and didn't touch it.
Yeah, we'll find that in 2028.
Yeah, no, it will explode in the back of my car when I leave it there over the winter.
Terrific.
Um,
A purple lavender buzzball.
yeah, I was like,
god awful.
It's just covered in dust because they're like, "We got to give these away to people. So anyone that spends over $9,
Okay, so everybody who orders
Yeah.
more than one drink.
anyone that orders more than one beer, free buzz ball."
I mean, I guess you can't complain to the amount of like free booze you're getting. Gummy form, buzzball, lavender, purple form.
But I want to try like, and I know they're just full of sugar too, so it'd be like the world's worst hangover. I want to like eat an entire packet of booze gummies and just see what happens.
I don't think that will end well for you, but you do you.
Anything
we
else
have-
for
no.
housekeeping?
Quick one this week.
Yeah.
Housekeeping 1350. Let's get into it. Episode 303.
Okay. Let's party.
I've been known to I keep buying stuff on TikTok Shop, and I bought this might actually be my best buy ever. I spent like $30 and I just got this huge box full of Asian snacks.
You're gonna try one on air.
I got some. I don't really know what this is. It looks like it has wheat on it, and then it just says natural snack, and then everything else is in I'm
Japanese.
assuming some sort of Chinese or Japanese or Korean.
All right. Walk us through it. Do we have a calorie count? That was a lot harder than I was expecting. Hold it up to the camera. What are we working with here?
Kind of looks like a freaking vagina.
Looks like a butthole to me, but
Yeah.
whatever.
This is like
It looks like an egg roll.
Yeah, it is just an egg roll.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that kind of texture. I don't know. I thought it'd be. What is the taste? What are you tasting?
Like, you know that Honey Smacks cereal that kind of looks like pecans
sure.
that has a frog on the front of it?
I thought I had you for a second. I don't have you.
The Honey Smacks cereal, great cereal. This kind of tastes like that if you left them out for like 2.5 days. Or it's like, it kind of like reminds me of astronaut food.
It looks like a corn dog.
Yeah, it doesn't taste like a corn dog.
What does it taste like?
Kind of like the outside of a fire hydrant.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some more though. This one I got high hopes for. It's called Caplico, and it's a mini ice cream cone.
At room temperature.
Yeah, it's not hot. I'm guessing it's like astronaut food. Yep. This one is also dick shaped.
So we're 2 for 2. Oh, he's going for it.
Oh, that's fucking good.
So like a waffle cone.
Yeah. It's like a
Like an ice cream cone with some cream.
Have you ever had astronaut ice cream?
I've tried the freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches before.
It kind of tastes like that.
Crumbs I ruined a shirt. When I ate
it's either a Neapolitan because it's like white and pink, or this is shit inside of it.
I thought these were gonna be like Kit Kat, but it's like lilac flavored or something.
I got some of those, and I got like a Fanta that's like freaking bleach flavored.
Fanta and Clorox just team up for a collaboration.
The brown was definitely shit.
Doesn't taste as good.
I got one more for you.
All right. What are these chips?
They're called Want Mochi Rice Cracker Bites. I don't have high hopes because it said black pepper flavored.
I feel like Asian snacks, they just doubled down on a word. They just pick a word. It's like, this is called ching ching. Wait, what's the flavor of this one? Mochi? What the hell's that?
Mochi Rice Cracker Bites.
And what are...
It's kind of just like old crackers fused together with a little black pepper on them.
Oh, so savory.
Yeah. They're not good. I can't stop eating them, though.
Eat away. Last episode, I had Pringles ready to eat during the show. Forgot about them.
I got a couple bags of chips. There's one that's just a Hello Kitty bag, like flavored chips. And I'm like, I have no idea what flavor this is.
Yeah, that's what Asian snacks do. They're like, this is Power Ranger flavor. It's like, oh, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Please explain to me what that means.
There's also a lot of like bread stuff in there. And I was like, how much preservatives does it have? And if you ship this over from Asia?
Or like, do you ever see those reels where people are like, I'm trying this in case of emergency meal that I found from a 1942 bunker. And
it's like I found some tomatoes from 1954. They're not very good. It's like, who could have seen that one coming?
Tastes old. It's like, yeah, it's 80 years old. That's what it tastes like.
I can't stop eating these. They're growing on me.
Yeah, is it one of those where like it's not that great, but when you put them down?
Yeah. I'll have to buy you one of these Asian boxes. They're pretty good. You'll have some fun with them.
All right, yeah, send it to me. Send it my way. I feel like there's something I have to send to you. I can't remember.
Is it my bongos?
If I come across a garage sale that has bongos, I will buy them and I will personally ship them to you. I'll ask you to reimburse me for the shipping, of course, but
I've been seeing a lot of like Arizona themed content online. Where this guy, he's like trying to resell golf clubs, and he went to this one garage sale, and the guy was like, I'll take $5 on that putter. He's like, cool, I'll do 5. And he went and looked it up, and it was worth like $350.
Yeah.
So he went back to the guy, and I was like, oh, he's probably going to give him like a couple $100. And he's like, I didn't give you enough money. Here's another $10. And I was like, what?
You got any more of them putters laying
Yeah.
around? I saw one which is pretty cool. I should really get back into reselling. It's just fun. But I believe it's the Igloo or Coleman, one of those coolers, but it's one of those meant to go in the middle part of like a front seat, like a bench seat. So if you ever see that, you are our listeners. If you ever see that at a garage sale, I'm sure they're going to ask for like anywhere from like $1 to $10. That's another item that you can sell on eBay for like $350.
Yeah. I think it was last Sunday. This has nothing to do with what you just said, by the way.
Terrific.
People I bought the boat with, we were texting on a Sunday, and they're like, let's go out on the boat. And I was like, it is way too windy. I would not go out. And then like 4 hours later, they're like, yeah, we went out. It sucked. We got blasted in the face by the sand, and now the boat has a huge dent in it. And I was like, God damn it.
Yeah. How is owning a water vessel?
That was pretty great. Went out yesterday for a couple hours, just cruised up and down the river.
For a second there, I was going to ask how the weather's been, but I don't care.
Yeah, it hasn't been great either. So,
well, it's hot in Arizona. We're seeing 100s every single day. Apparently, that's what happens at this time of year.
I don't know. I'm moving out. No one told me about the heat.
No, nobody bothered to mention to me that's going to get to 120 degrees, and getting into your car could just be a fatal action.
I feel like if you move to a place where like the weather is so drastic, like Arizona in the summer or North Dakota in pretty much 10 months out of the year, you should have to go there in the crappiest weather so that like you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm ready for it. And I just, you know what? Here's the deal. At least the sun's still shining and the air conditioning works. So, I mean, I feel like with winter, it's like, oh, the sun hasn't come out in 8 days now. The winds are blowing at 40 miles per hour. Anyway, we got new ways to fight crime. Which is a good way of saying that we should all be vigilantes in our own respect and come up with names. Tent Man would be my
yeah. Well, what is the guy? There's a joke that he's like, yeah, so Batman is just named Batman for his aggressive fear of bats. So if that's what I was doing for my superhero name, I would be called Black People.
What are these new ways to fight crime, Matt?
I don't know. I'm looking up a superhero name generator.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably go with like Tent Man. I don't know what my superpower would be or my identity for that matter. I know what you're all thinking, and I'm thinking it too. But why did you start calling me Tent Man?
I think it's because your uncle said something like, he's like, you ready to go, Tent Man? The first one that came up was Kitten Man. A lot of these just sound like gay porn stars.
Like
Captain Little, Dr. Slender.
Yeah, I think if you're going to be a superhero, Captain Little would be a little bit of an oxymoron, no?
Yeah. But oh yeah, new ways. So I was watching Super Bad when I got home. So when I got home from the bar, I actually stayed up for like 6 more hours.
Was this after the bird scooter night?
Yeah, I think my body had just been through a traumatic like freaking accident. I know I'm gonna run into someone like in 2 months and be like, yeah, a couple months ago I drilled some kid riding home on a bird scooter and just drove away.
The bastard owes me a new headlight.
But so I watched Super Bad, and then I watched the movie Miracle. No real rhyme or reason between those two, but yeah, it's me at 4:00 in the morning watching Miracle, and I'm like, I think I could play in the NHL. But watching
You're
Super
just taping
Bad,
up a hockey stick. It's like, where did you get that?
it's me
It's,
like
it's a mini stick. It's a floor hockey stick.
it's me. I wake up and I'm wearing my hockey mitts. I'm like, oh.
Like the
But-
baker.
Yeah, I was watching Super Bad, and he's like, he had this idea that if everyone just went in and ejaculated all over the crime scene, that they would have everyone's DNA.
Yeah, it's one way.
Yeah, it's like, but I had an idea because, like everyone farts. What if there was a way to just collect the poop particles that are in the air that have DNA on them, and you could like tell who's been in that room in the last 36 hours?
Honestly, on the surface, that sounds like the stupidest thing that's ever come out of your mouth. But when you actually think of it, like CSI Miami would kill for that capability.
Yeah, I think like there could be like some sort of vacuum cleaner, and you're like, all right, seal the room, and you just hook it up to the door and it sucks all the air out. There's got to be so much shit in the air.
But are criminals just taking meaty dumps at the crime scene? I mean, I'm sure
No.
they have, and they, it'll happen again. But
Well, I don't know if you have to fart for there to be poop particles in the air.
well, I'm just saying, if you're robbing a house or whatever, basically,
Basically,
you just go to the toilet really quick.
yeah, if any robber has like some gastrointestinal issues, they're gonna be boned.
I mean, on Saturday morning after I had my coffee, if I was committing a crime, there's a good chance that
Yeah,
I would have left some DNA at the crime scene. If you know what
I
mean.
shouldn't. No, those Asian snacks are not sitting well in my stomach right now. Okay. Oh
Matt,
yeah,
this is your episode, buddy.
dude, you are gonna love this, or you're gonna hate this. I have a
Let's find
lot
out.
of
Let's find out.
I have a lot of social media stuff that I wanted to talk to you about. The first one is I saw this. It was like people on Facebook, and I clicked on them, and the first thing in their bio just said divorced.
Like that's your identity. It's just
Yeah, it was
Divorced.
like divorced, God, and then like emojis of kids.
like Proverbs 12,
So I'm like, your
verse 36 to 42.
your priorities right now, you're telling me, are divorced, God, your children.
If you put divorced in your bio, you should also be forced to put how much you get monthly in alimony or pay. It's got a plus or a minus sign.
Oh, that'd be great. I wish everyone walked around like that, and you could just see how much they were getting, or if they're getting money from the government. But I want to just go through some of the accounts that I have been following lately, from probably not going to piss you off as much to what are you doing with your life. The first one, I think I found him because I started following him when he had less than 200 followers.
Nice.
And,
OG.
and it's this guy named Vic, and he just makes ribs every day.
Do you ever wonder that, like, social media influencers, it's like whatever their niche is, that they're just making a video of that every day, like that's their work. It's like,
There's,
today
like-
we're making a chip dip. Also, every day for the last 150 days, we've been making a chip dip.
Yeah, there's one guy that he always comes out. He wears like a sleeve that has all the spices on him.
Okay,
never shows any emotion, but like he always has some weird saying at the beginning of his episodes where he's like, if you bring this to a barbecue, you're probably gonna beat your wife later. Start with 2 pounds of slow roasted chicken.
Just an out of pocket comment just
Yeah,
to
it's
get
like,
your
what?
attention. You're like, wait, and now we're going into a barbecue rib. Let's just take it back a touch. What did you say at the beginning here?
I watched that video. I just can't stop thinking about the beginning, and then at the end of it,
Yeah.
I'm like, that buffalo chicken dip looks fucking amazing.
What if he just started his video just divorced minus 2,300 every month? That's why I make
What-
these videos.
What if every NFL player, instead of saying their college they went to, they just said what they pay in alimony or child support a month? Antonio Rogers Cromartie, everything I make.
Or like I saw it for Myles Garrett recently, since he's with the LA Rams now. They were like breaking down his massive contract and like what he pays in taxes and all the other stuff. We need another subsection that covers it's like, all right, strip clubs, alimony, child support,
Well, that's like
dick pills.
it was some like rapper's wife that was like breaking down why she needed 900 grand a month. And it was like the expense breakout of it was so funny because it's like charitable giving $300, and then it'd be like makeup and body care $48,000.
It's just like homeboy with the garage sale, and he's breaking down his taxes. He's like, oh, actually I lost $15 on that putter because I gave him 10 more.
Yeah. I gave it 10 more and then accidentally ran it over with my car. I'm trying to find this. Ooh. Okay, I was off. She wanted $2 million a month.
Oh, wow. We're going the other way?
Yeah, it's nuts. Because okay. $10,000 for laundry and cleaning. $20,000 for phone, email, and systems. I don't know if you know this about it, but like an expensive iPhone, email's free, by the
way. Yeah, they just threw an extra word in there to try to make it sound better. It's like,
yeah.
Anybody can have email.
Yeah. Yeah. Phone's like $200 a month, and you're spending a lot. $60,000 for education and tuition. So that just means you're sending your kids to a boarding school that is wildly overpriced. $135,000 for clothes and $900,000 for entertainment a month. Now, I don't know what $900,000 gets you for entertainment, but I'm assuming
I hope you're at courtside at every goddamn basketball
or
game.
you're booking like a major music festival in your backyard every month.
That's an option. Yeah, it's just like a personalized John Mayer concert. It's just like you and 3 friends in your backyard with John Mayer on a full-blown stage.
Yeah, I just own John Mayer. God,
it's yeah. Like if you ever want to impress a woman, you just book Morgan Wallen for a one-on-one concert, but then you run the risk of them just plowing Morgan Wallen after.
Yeah, it's like now my girlfriend's freaking pregnant with Morgan Wallen's kid. Who knew I was pumping blanks into her? Okay, so yeah, the Vic Show is his name. Just guy that rolls dice for what he puts on his ribs, makes ribs every day and eats them. And then like every 10 roll, he makes a brisket, makes some chicken wings now and then. I found this really fat lady and this black dude that are homeless and somehow have like internet and phones, and they just document their life.
Yeah, I've seen that page.
What was shocking to me and borderline the grossest thing I've ever seen was They don't use utensils at all, like fork, knives. They just
Just eat
don't.
with their hands.
Yeah, no, they don't even use like spatulas. Like he's like trying to stir noodles with his hand and just burning his hand. Or one of them I saw they were trying to put cream cheese on a bagel and was just doing like the karate chop method with his hand.
Just a half brick of cream cheese on your bagel. Good lord, it's aggressive.
Yeah, and they're like he's like eating soup using like
No,
the bowl method. Yeah,
no.
they just refuse to use utensils and also don't look like the cleanest. They're homeless too, so it's like and then apparently they make enough money now that they lived in a storage unit for like 2 days and immediately got kicked out of there,
Shocker.
probably from his wife's CPAP machine she was using. um and then now they just live in a hotel for like $3,600 and they're like, yeah, they clean twice in here and they must just go down for breakfast and take all the food back up to the room.
And they just karate chop the cream cheese.
Yeah, if I saw someone eating a continental breakfast not using utensils, I would punch them in the face.
Yeah, that's just insane.
The newest one that I've been on is this kid has like 900 followers. He goes by Sam the Scratch Golfer, and he's just a terrible golfer. And he's like, my road to becoming a scratch golfer, and he's like a 40 handicap. And he's not great.
At what
he's
point
also
does the handicap stop? Where it's just like you're just a bat. Can't even put a number on it.
I like when I run tournaments, I don't let anyone put more than 36. So like getting a double bogey every hole.
All right, so then I wouldn't have a handicap.
Yeah, you'd just be a clean 36.
Yo, give me 36 for hole one. Let's just get it out of the way.
Yeah, but then he also like has his parents film him, and I feel like he's at that age where he's like 14 or 15 that he like doesn't need to have his parents filming him. And like most of his videos, you'll hear his dad before it starts. He's like, 1, 2, 3, go, and then he hits the ball. It's just awful. And then he bought like a golfing net, and he's like standing super far away so you can barely hear him from his iPhone 4 that he's filming on. And he's like, thanks, Jeff, on Marketplace for a great deal. And thanks for mom and dad helping me set up. And it's literally a thing that you like take it out of the package and it sets itself up. And I was like, how dumb is this kid? Another one I'm on is this only has like 35 followers, so I'm not really sure why I'm part of it, but the Fort Lauderdale Adult Kickball League. They just post some of their highlights that are not impressive at all. And it's probably 34 people that play in the league, and then me in Bismarck, North Dakota. Yeah, I'm really trying to get into like if they start a group chat with everyone in there. I really want to be on the forefront of
yeah. Maybe you should start it.
Yeah, maybe like, hey guys, what are we bringing for snacks next week? I got a bunch of Asian food.
You want me to send you some Asian snacks?
Yeah, they won't give
taste
you
terrible,
diarrhea.
but they are addicting.
Yeah, they're addicting, and they totally will not give you diarrhea. Another one I'm following is the Northwest Central Arkansas Blaster League. I think I talked about this before.
I think I followed them briefly, and then one day I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, it's basically just the nerdiest kids on the planet playing adult Nerf guns. And it's pretty great when they go through their loadouts and they talk about how they modified their Nerf guns. I'm just assuming most of these dudes are like felons and can't own guns.
Or I was just about to say, what if one of them was like walking you through their gear, and then at one point they just pull out a Glock? They're like, things get real messy. I got my Glock 9mm.
There's people, they have like Nerf knives. And they're like, in case they get in close quarter combats. And I was like, in case you get in close quarter combats, throw your gun at the person.
Just kick them in the shin.
I feel like Nerf guns as an adult is just an outlet so they don't become school shooters.
I mean, and hey, that's where we got to be okay with that as a society. I was just thinking, like, I think it would be fun to do like once on a weekend with some friends, as long as you don't have to you can just show up like a laser tag, perhaps, but it's just
Mhm.
Nerf. Where you're like, all right, grab your guns, and then we'll do like three, like best of like 3 or 5, and then I'll probably be satisfied with my Nerf gun war for probably the rest of my life.
I think that laser tag is the most overrated thing on the planet.
Yeah. Do you remember the place that we went to
Yeah, Raging
as
Rivers.
kids? It was dark in there, and then they had the smoke machine going. At least once around, you would come around a corner hot and just run into somebody.
Yeah, most of the kids would come out of there just bleeding. And you're like,
Yeah,
well,
just cry. Yeah, there's people just crying from laser tag. Whoops.
and they had like the shittiest equipment too, so like
Oh, it
none of
never
it ever
worked.
worked. Yeah,
Never
or like
worked.
one kid's gun would work, everyone would score 0, and then Craig over there has 40,000 points. And you're like, what the fuck? And the last weird thing I'm following, and this might take the cake. It's a like a 10-year-old kid named Ashton who's doing daily videos about his road to the MLB. And he sucks at baseball.
Yeah,
He-
those are tough.
He shows clips from his game, and it shows him like fouling out. And he's like, only time I made contact today, didn't quite get there. And he did like 10 games, and he's like, finally got my first hit. And I was like, you have
It's a long road ahead.
And then he's always like, decided to do a workout after tonight's game. And he literally has one dumbbell in his room, and it's like a 5-pound dumbbell. He's like, here's the workout I did. And it's like 12 squats 3 times. And it's like, oh, great.
This is all reminding me of that kid umpire. We've definitely torn him to pieces on this podcast
Oh
before.
God. I
want to be an umpire when I grow up. It's like, oh, okay.
Dude, part of me was like, I kind of respect that kid. I'm like, good for him. But then like I put myself in the mind of, let's say we were like 11-year-olds playing basketball, and if there was another 11-year-old reffing us, I would be relentless.
It's funny. I had a friend tell me that he told me he quit baseball because one day I mean, I can't remember what age they were. They're still like rather young, but one day some girl hits a grounder to him at second. He flips it over to short. They throw it over to first. They turn the double play, right? And the girl just starts bawling. And the coach is like, "Oh no, you can stay on first." And he was just like, "What the fuck? We just turned a double play." Quit right after that.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. I thought I might be misremembering, but when we played T-ball, we just had 9 guys out there, right? Basically had someone at every position.
Yeah. Yeah.
I drove by kids playing T-ball, and there was, I'm not shitting you, 40 kids on each team. Everyone played the outfield.
Well, it's probably more effective because if I remember correctly, Matt, you and I were rather good at T-ball, which really isn't saying a lot.
It's like saying you're good at checkers.
Me and you, yeah. But if I remember correctly, you and I didn't care. So we would just hit it to the outfield, and then we knew if we kept running, they would keep overthrowing the ball. And I'm pretty sure we led the league in triples and inside the park home runs and doubles.
Carson Wentz led the league in crying. So,
fun fact: Matt and I played T-ball with Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
deep cut. I have pictures. I have picture evidence.
TK led the league in the first one to be a 6-year-old drunk at a baseball game.
Dude, honestly though, if you look back at that lineup, like if all of us got back together for a party, it'd be a pretty sick time.
Yeah, Carson could just pay for everything.
Yeah, but not invited. All right, Matt, we better keep it moving.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. That's just what I've been.
All right, pet GoFundMe. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say somebody started a GoFundMe for their pet, and it was just an absolutely ridiculous reason.
Valid reason, ridiculous number.
Okay.
They asked for $125,000 because they would have to pay for their pet for the rest of its life. Like the operation was like $1,200, but then they would have to give it some sort of medicine for the rest of its life. And they calculated it out that like, well, Mittens is gonna live for 10 more years. So I think this is what it's gonna cost, and wanted everyone to donate to them to keep their cat alive.
Yeah, if they got that 125K, they're probably just releasing that cat into the wild and pocketing the money.
Oh, 100%.
At least that's what I would do.
Yeah, that cat's gonna show up on like Craigslist the next
What
day.
is the legality of GoFundMe? Like, if I just threw one up right now and I'm like, I want $100,000 because I'm a lazy pile of shit, and I got it. Like,
That's what the one lady that she started a GoFundMe because she got fired from her job for calling a little kid the N-word at a park on camera,
whoops.
and she made like over $600,000.
Well, there's hope
So-
after all.
Yeah, that's.
I'll be headed to the park after.
Yeah, I've been doing that for free. Yeah, it's like
You can get paid to do that?
oh, my whole life's a lie.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone like that will get $600,000 from just alt-right douchebags, and then someone will be like, "Hey, my entire family has cancer. Can I get $2,000?" And everyone's like, "Whoa, slow
Yeah.
down,
Easy.
Yeah, what do you want? Handouts for everything the rest of your life?" But this one lady was just getting torn apart for posting the GoFundMe, but she also captioned and hashtagged her own pet's name, and I can't really remember what it was, so I just made one up for now. But it was blank strong, so it was like hashtag Mittens Strong.
We're just piggybacking off of Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, it's also Lance Armstrong, arguably the biggest piece of shit for that. He raised like probably billions of dollars for a fund and was a sack of shit. I am embarrassed to say, but at one point in my life, I had a Lance Armstrong Live Strong jumpsuit.
Oh, wow. Was it yellow?
Yes,
That is aggressive.
it was like yellow.
Honestly, if you even would have said like the wristband, that would have been not great either.
I had multiple Lance Arms.
I
Like
got
Lance-
these. This one's
Should we
the
try to-
American flag.
Should we try to bring back Live Strong bracelets?
I'm not opposed to the idea. I feel like they've tried.
I just feel like it's a good conversation piece, like having a Subway booth in your house. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, is that a Live Strong bracelet? And be like, oh yeah, check it out.
Oh, this old thing.
These old rags. I'm gonna order one right now.
Does TikTok shop have Live Strong bracelets, or is this an eBay?
I'm pretty sure Amazon. Yeah, you can get them for $10 on Amazon.
Like one of them for $10?
Yeah,
Is there even like a charity still tied to that? Like,
probably not. It's probably the same
probably
lady.
just-
It's probably the same lady that was calling the kid the N-word in the park.
It's right. It's just Lance Armstrong's checking account. It's depositive.
Dude, probably.
Yeah, let's keep her moving. I guess
Um,
little singles.
Oh yeah. So this show actually debuts tonight. I plan on talking about it next week, but since you came up with so much to talk about, I figured I'd give you the prereqs of this show.
I had nothing.
It's like Little People Big World meets Jersey Shore meets Love on a Spectrum
I was about to say Love Island, but yeah.
meets Love Island.
Oh wow.
It is. I'll read you the synopsis of it. It is
Is this a TLC show?
100%. TLC does Little People the best. No one even gets close, I'm being honest.
Do they
Other
even
than,
do
like-
anything else anymore?
No, I mean, the only like place that comes remotely close to TLC on Little People is some fringe porn sites, but Little Singles is a new TLC reality dating series that premieres June 15th, 2026, following 5 friends with dwarfism on a matchmaking getaway in Palm Springs, California, which also just seems like the worst place to go for like a reality show because Palm Springs is like exclusively old people.
And little people.
Yeah, and apparently 5 little people where they navigate romance, friendship, and the challenges of dating an average height world.
Wait. I got a question. You said there's 5?
Yep.
Are they both male and female? Because somebody's gonna be left out unless we get a.
I think there's
threesome.
three female and 2 male. I saw the preview and one of them was trying to pour a shot of tequila and just overfilled it all over the place. The show explores themes of identity, self-confidence, and belonging as the group deals with hookups, love triangles, and personal journeys in a supportive environment.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I could probably get into the show.
All right. Who's just going to be your favorite? You got John, Stephanie, Sammy, Krista, and JJ.
I'm gonna go with Sammy since you said it's like Jersey Shore. It's like a Sammy Sweetheart situation.
Yeah, I feel like this is just going to.
So the dudes are just outnumbered. That's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like this is just going to go one.
Could they only find 5?
They only found 5 moderately attractive little people, and that's just what they went with.
It seems like such a low number. You should at least do like 8, like 4 and 4.
I feel like there's probably a small number of little people, no pun intended, that would be like, hey, do you want to be on this reality TV show? We might film you banging.
They just have to turn away all the little people porn stars.
Yeah, I feel like this is going to be like they're going to do 1 season and then all 5 of them are just going to start OnlyFans accounts.
Not a bad idea. All right, that's on TLC tonight. If y'all are looking for something to watch.
Yeah. And then the last thing we were talking last week about sayings that we really don't know what they mean. And I found out that, like, what do you think when I say blind as a bat?
Like bats can't see very well or at all.
Yeah.
So that's what they mean. Like you're blind as a bat, which is blind.
Yeah.
Did you think it was a baseball bat?
No, but now I do. Yeah, baseball bats can't see.
That's why it's so hard to hit the curveball.
Honestly, I think that's a realistically better explanation because out of the 1,400 species of bats, none of them are actually blind.
Are they just like, don't they just have don't they have night vision?
They use echolocation. So they make like noises and it bounces off. It's probably what I was trying to do when I was riding that bird scooter home.
Yeah, you're probably blindfolded yourself. You're like, all right, let's see if I'm one with the universe.
Yeah, if you ever get too hee-hawed and dosey-doed, go ahead and look up Stan Lee's Superhumans on YouTube. And it's people that think they have superpowers. And one guy can actually do echolocation where he like just goes around whistling and can find his way around.
Okay. The metaphorical use for blind as a bat makes a little more sense. The idiom is sometimes used to describe someone who is oblivious or ignorant to what is happening around them. Because, yeah, bats just like they can't really read the room very well. So maybe, and I get the actual blind as a bat, like I can't see worth shit. But yeah, the metaphorical use makes a little more sense. Or like dumb as a doorknob. Doorknobs, you ever installed one? It's not very stupid. You just put it on backwards, upside down. It's just like, damn it. No, people can lock me in.
I literally every time I put a doorknob on, I have to take it apart because I put it in like upside down or something. Or I'll put it in and I'll forget like one whole thing of it. I was going to have you do some impersonations, but I feel like it would get a little racy. Like one I had written down, I was going to so all of America right now is taken over by foreigners here to watch their team play the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted to you to do an impersonation of a Japanese person walking into Hooters for the first time.
Oh, me Reiki. Is that about what you were expecting?
What about like an Iranian couple walking into a strip club?
No idea. No, we're not gonna go there. You ever seen American Pie 2? It's where they rent like the
Is it band
like-
camp?
no, that's
No,
like
oh yeah,
5.
no. Yeah. They're
They're in college for the first year, and then they rent out that like beach house
Yeah,
and like have painting jobs.
yeah.
So Oz, his girlfriend, is over in like fucking Spain studying abroad,
Oh yeah.
and so
Your
they start
balls off
having
me.
they start having phone sex. And if you remember, a call comes through while he's having phone sex, and it's some Asian dude, and he goes, "Listen, man, I got my hand on my dick right now, and I'm trying to have phone sex with my girlfriend." He goes, "Oh, good for you." If you can pull up that clip later, that's what my impersonation would be of a Japanese fellow walking into Hooters for the first time. And
Well.
I just got canceled. So,
Oh well, whatever.
haven't you ever gone a week without writing down anything for a podcast?
No,
I don't know.
I've gone weeks with putting down terrible stuff. Like I wrote down engineered for whatever, and I don't know what that means.
This is just what we do, Matt. We just weave in and out of having a bunch of material and none. But hey, you carried us.
I remembered it actually now that I said it. So Columbia, like the coat brand, they
Mhm.
make backpacks and stuff.
Yep.
Their motto is engineered for whatever. And I feel like when they were coming up with that slogan, they just they're like engineered for fill in the blank. And they got just so pissed at each other, like, just do whatever. And they're like, sweet, yeah, let's do that.
Boom. Yeah, I could definitely see that happening. The drunk intern in the corner is just like, whatever. And they're like, nailed it.
An idea that I had for like a bridal party at a wedding was everyone puts on like big headphones, and everyone gets a different song played in their headset, and they have to dance to it. So you have like some people like slow dancing, and then you have some people with like EDM. I think it would be funny.
I like it. Yeah, the headphone parties or whatever.
Yeah.
All right, Matt. Is that all we have?
Yeah, I
Is that
literally
all
just,
you have, I should say.
I wrote down North Dakota content creators because I keep seeing people like here in Jamestown, North Dakota, looking up this, and I'm like, nobody cares.
Yeah, I saw a guy doing food reviews in Fargo.
I actually
And
like
then-
that guy.
Yeah, I didn't check it out. But then I also love like the Medora podcast. It's like, here's what you can do: mini putt, hike, the musical. All right, that's our episode for this week. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. We got a library with no books coming, so that's gonna be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I watched Night at the Museum the other day, and Robin Williams plays Teddy Roosevelt, which is probably the coolest part. But God, that guy really pisses me off.
Did I ever tell you about the time I was at a golf tournament and there was this guy that looked exactly like Teddy Roosevelt? And he's like, yeah, I work for the Medora Foundation. I was like, what do you do for them? And he's like, I impersonate Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh,
Now that you mention it,
like, does he still wear like the same glasses, the same style glasses, just in real
Yeah.
life in his?
I feel like he's been doing it so long that it's just him now.
It's talk about multiple personality disorder. I'm sure that guy wakes up. He's like, do I have avocado toast or do I have a glass of whiskey and some pork loin?
Yeah, it's like, do I go kill all my cattle and then move back to New York? Yes. All right. Yep. I don't have anything else, so we can get
All
the
right.
hell out of here.
Follow us on socials. Check out No Brains, No Headache, wherever your preferred platform is. Tell your friends, tell your family, and sneak peek for next week. If you want to really hop on the No Brains, No Headache train, Matt and I will be reviewing season 2, episode 7 of Alaskan Bush People. Okay, so I don't know if you have access to that. It's on HBO, I know, or anywhere else you can get Alaskan Bush People. Matt and I will be going through season 2, episode 7. Matt, I believe the boys go on a date or something.
Yeah, it's called On the Prowl, and I believe they meet some girls in town and invite them to climb trees at their property. So it's going to be
wow.
pretty riveting.
Yeah, I can't wait. Everybody check out season 2, episode 7 of Alaskan Bush People. And that'll be on our next episode, episode 304. Thanks for listening.
Hey, no brains, no headache.
No brains, no headache.